Alright, so to understand how your diet affects the risk of colon cancer, you need to understand what bile is. Okay, so bile is a digestive juice that is produced in the liver or produced by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. Okay, none of that stuff is really important. All you really need to know is that it's a digestive juice, and one of its roles is to help break down fats that you eat. So that's any kind of fat, but in the American diet, most of the fat comes from animal products and maybe processed foods, like stuff that's fried, basically. So like oils like olive oil, vegetable oil, stuff that they use at fast foods. But again, most of the fat that people eat comes from animal products, in particular dairy. Anyway, so because bile is produced by the body to help digest fat, because fat is basically, like fat and water don't mix, or like oil and water doesn't mix. So when it goes into your stomach acids can't break down the fat like they do the other stuff that your stomach breaks down, like carbohydrate and proteins. So basically your bile does that. So when your food starts getting digested, it goes through your stomach into your small intestine, and then through there your small intestine starts releasing bile to help break down all the fats that weren't broken down in the stomach. So your body produces this bile, and now you've got all this bile mixed in with all the stuff that's now traveling through your intestinal tract. Okay? So that's totally normal, right? However, like that one video we were listening to in the car, if you're eating too much fat, so much fat that your body is producing an excess amount of bile, an overabundance of bile, that allows for a specific anaerobic bacteria, and I'll send you a couple other videos on these subjects, that allows a certain type of anaerobic bacteria to proliferate and multiply, reproduce in your large intestine. Okay, the last 4 feet of tubing in your intestinal tract. So because these bacteria are eating the bile, they're able to grow well and reproduce. But they're from them eating the bile, they basically, the waste product from them breaking down that bile is carcinogenic, a carcinogenic substance, or it's co-carcinogenic, meaning it helps to produce cancer. And that substance is deoxycholic acid. So that's why high-fat diet is controlled by, or high-fat diet controls people's risks of cancer. Of course, there's a couple of other, I shouldn't say a couple of other, there are other factors, but that is a major factor. Another major factor would be the amount of cholesterol that you eat. But that's not specific to bowel cancer. That's all cancer. The more cholesterol you eat, the more basically your immune system is paralyzed, so that when a cancer does happen, your body can't fight against it as well, because the amount of dietary cholesterol that you're taking is basically stopping your immune system from fighting that illness the way it would naturally be able to. So anyway, that's kind of a quick breakdown, and hopefully it helps you understand the topic of bowel cancer and what it's caused by.